You know how we're always searching for the next big thing in wellness? The new diet, the new supplement? But what if one of the most powerful secrets isn't new at all? What if it's been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years? Today, we're going to dive into an ancient practice that totally challenges one of our most common modern habits, eating late at night.
Oh, you know that feeling, right? You have a late dinner, maybe grab a snack right before bed, and the next morning you wake up feeling kind of groggy, maybe a little bloated, and just not your best. It happens to all of us. But what's actually going on there? And is there a better way?
Well, it turns out there's an ancient tradition that has a direct answer for this. It comes from one of the world's oldest philosophies, and it's called Shavyar. It's a really simple concept, but honestly, the implications are pretty profound.
So what exactly is Shavyar? You might also hear it called Ratribhojan. It's a core practice in Jainism, and it's actually pretty straightforward. You stop eating all food, and in its strictest form, even drinking water, once the sun goes down. And you don't eat or drink again until the sun comes back up the next day. It's a complete fast every single night.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Hey, that sounds a lot like intermittent fasting. And you're right, there are definitely similarities. But the original motivation, the why behind it all, wasn't about weight loss or digestion. It's rooted in a much, much deeper principle.
And that principle is ahimsa. Ahimsa basically translates to nonviolence or non-harm. In the Jain tradition, ahimsa is considered the highest dharma, like the absolute most essential moral duty. It's this deep, fundamental commitment to causing the least possible harm to all living beings, no matter how tiny they are.
Okay, so what does not eating at night have to do with nonviolence? Well, the logic is actually fascinating. Think about it. Ancient wisdom observed that sunlight acts as a natural disinfectant, right? But after sunset, when it gets dark, all sorts of tiny insects and microbes come out and become way more active. So the simple act of cooking, preparing, and eating food in the dark carries a really high risk of unintentionally hurting or killing these tiny, unseen life forms. By choosing to eat only in the daylight, you're practicing this profound act of compassion. It's a direct expression of ahimsa.
So that's the powerful spiritual foundation. But here is where it gets absolutely wild. This ancient wisdom, which was born from a place of compassion, aligns almost perfectly with what modern science is now discovering about our own bodies. It all comes down to our internal body clock, our circadian rhythm. See, during the day when the sun is out, our metabolism is running high. Our digestive fire is roaring, ready to burn food for energy. But after sunset, our body basically flips a switch. Our brain starts releasing melatonin to get us ready for sleep, our metabolism slows way down, and our body's focus shifts from burning energy to cellular repair and recovery. When you eat late at night, you're forcing your body to do the hard work of digestion when it's programmed to be resting and repairing. And that is what can mess with your sleep and leave you feeling so crummy the next morning.
So what we have here is this amazing framework that's good for us spiritually and physically. But okay, how do we actually apply this in our busy, modern lives without it feeling like some impossible, strict rule? Well, the key is to approach it as a mindful choice, not a restriction.
You don't have to go all in overnight. You can start with 3 really simple steps. First, just observe. For a couple of days, just notice when you eat your last meal. No judgment, no need to change anything, just be aware. Second, shift. Just try moving that last meal 30 minutes earlier. That's it, just 30 minutes. And finally, the most important step, notice. Pay attention to how you feel. How did you sleep? How's your energy in the morning? This isn't about forcing a rule on yourself. It's about running a little experiment and listening to what your body tells you. And it all leaves us with this really powerful question to think about. In a world that is so obsessed with what to eat, the latest superfoods, the perfect diet, maybe we've been overlooking a huge piece of the puzzle. The ancient practice of Shavyar suggests that maybe the secret isn't just what we eat, but when we eat. Aligning our habits with the simple, natural rhythm of the sun could be one of the most powerful things we do for our well-being. It's an amazing idea, rooted in both deep compassion and, as it turns out, really solid science.